Hello guys, this is Kevin here. Welcome back to another one of my videos, and today I'll be showing you how to make a Synthesia style piano video with particles and effects right now. Now I'm going to be doing this two different ways. Even if you don't have the setup I have right now where you film yourself playing, you'll still be able to make those effects. What you'll definitely need to make these videos is, first of all, you'll need a Midi controller or a keyboard that supports Midi, and preferably 88 keys. If your keyboard has a USB output in the back or it has a Midi in and out port, it definitely works. Or if you have a Midi controller like this, definitely works. Next, what you'll need to have, let me just get a screen recording started in just a bit. Give me 1 second. Let me get to my stuff here. And now we are here on my screen. What you'll need is a Windows or Mac computer, and you'll need a digital audio workstation. Ableton Live and Logic Pro X works. Ableton Live is also currently free on Windows and on Mac. You can download it on splice.com, splice.com. I use Logic. What you have to do next is that connect your keyboard or MIDI controller into the computer, load up a new project. In this case, because I already have it pre-recorded, because I don't want to record it right now and drag the video too long. We have this new project, let's say you have, and you'll want to select a piano sound, or if you have like a VST or something, which works as well. I like to use the Grande or Pro Concert Grand. These two are really good. Cinematic Studio Piano is not bad, but I don't like it for these videos. So I pre-recorded some stuff. And now, if you do want to record yourself playing, in this case, like you can see right here, you'll need two different items. A mic boom stand, which rises up, and then you need a phone clamp. That way, you can record top down. What happens right now is that you'll be recording yourself playing, and you want to make sure that all 88 keys are presented in the keyboard. Now we can sort of just, and make sure that it's straight. Okay, it's straight down, all 88 keys are shown. What happens next is then you'll record yourself playing and you'll record the videos. In this case, I've already done all of these, so I'm not going to do any more. Now that we have everything we've talked about here, and then you do your recordings, we'll get into the next step of the video. So here we are with, let's say, your recordings done. I'm going to show you then how to trim the videos down so that it fits the frame. So now we have this. Let's imagine this is a video. Of course, you'll have the video files you recorded, your top-down stuff. Now we're gonna have to trim it, okay? We trim a little bit of it, and we also need to make sure that this of course fits the frames and everything, and trim down. That is probably good. Of course, you'll want to make sure that you're recording straight top down. My MIDI controller kind of has a slanted angle, so it's a little bit difficult. Now that you've had your video files recorded and you've had your audio files recorded and you've had your videos trimmed down, it's time to export the audio. You want to make sure you export it both as a MIDI file and as an audio file. MIDI files definitely require audio files more to enhance the sound at the end of the piano, especially if you're using something like a piano plugin. Definitely do export in this case. Now that we have everything, we're going to enter an app called SeeMusic. This is to combine the videos and everything together and make the effects. When we click enter, you'll see somebody else is playing, but today we're going to use our playing. You're gonna have to import the MIDI file and the audio file, which I have pre-recorded already. We're going to create a piece. which of course then you'll see that the Midi file then is already imported and we already have the effects. Next up, we're going to import the audio file, or not the audio file, but the video file. For now, we want to make sure to select the video file. Import the file that you've trimmed down or cropped. For instance, I have this as my cropped down one, which I import. And normally what happens is that we're going to put the opacity to 100. And of course, usually your video is not going to be 100% aligned with it. And in that case, of course, you go to this video settings here. And if your video, of course, generally it's going to be coming in later than the audios, and you can just trim down to the seconds. I'm not going to do so because I already have it preset done. Just make sure to take a look at it and see, in this case, my video is not perfectly aligned yet. So my video, I'm going to put this to the left a little bit. That is good. Now for resource style video, you also want to go to brightness and turn the color down. His video, the keyboard is slightly dimmed. You don't want it to be too bright. And now if we take a look at this, you'll see that your video has been created. Of course, this is not the only effect you can use. You have the single color. You have 12 different colors, one for each node of the keyboard. You can have a mixing bowl, which is the color changing between these. You can have a gradient, which is just top and down is a different color. You can go like left to right is a different color. You can go like sideways and everything. Or of course, you can have two tracks be different colors, which then, of course, you're going to, it's going to be a little different. Once you've done all of these, you basically export the video file. You render them together as one. In this case, because I've already done so, I'm not going to do it again. Now that we have the video rendered, for example, something like this, all right, you'll see that you have this. But right now, what I have done is I have combined the audio that I recorded in the digital audio workstation along with this video. But if you do want to know how to do that, I'm not going to exactly tell you here because it takes a little bit of editing. You can search up tutorials on that. On Windows, technically Windows Movie Maker, if it's still existing, I don't know, it would work. On Mac, iMovie would work okay. Let's have a look at the end product. And there you go. This is how you make a Synthesia style piano tutorial with yourself in it and with particles and effects.